So that's just using the smart part of your brain and your entire body.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa, everyone. It's a special day here at TSN, as it's the annual TSN Fall Classic Ball Hockey Tournament. We love this day at work because what other office just randomly throws a ball hockey tournament in the middle of the day? Plus, you know, free lunch, and I will mention that several times throughout the show. As you can see, we've got Luca and Eric warming up behind me, so let's bring them over for a chat. Boys, get on over here. Okay, how's it gone so far? How you guys doing? I feel like this is the best you've ever done.
No. Yeah, oh,
really?
for sure.
No,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
We're 2-0. First game 4-0. Second game like 7-0.
Yeah, we haven't allowed a goal yet.
Cam's absolutely pitching a shutout.
That's what I'm saying. You have a good goalie this year versus other years you have not.
Well, I wouldn't say he's good. He's just yeah, he's
better.
He's pretty good.
We've played defense well in front of him as well, though, so it's been a good day. We've never won this tournament, so like
the furthest we've ever made it is the semis, and I think we got our just asses handed to us.
Yeah.
Well, this is an issue because I feel like they would expect Bar Down to be the best. So is this the year you will be the best?
Well, we just have a lot of pressure because like hockey's our whole thing.
Yeah. We're gonna check in at the end of the show to see how the team does. Good luck, boys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Richard.
And thanks to the magic of editing, I am now back inside. The countdown continues as we are just 2 days away from the start of the NHL season. Featuring the best number 2 in hockey, our Canadian boy, Tim Horton. And Craig, we've now talked Leafs, Flames, Oilers, Habs, and Canucks. So we got 2 teams left. So let's head to the nation's capital and talk some Sens, who've not made the playoffs since 2016-2017. Do they have the roster to finally end a playoff drought this season?
Yes, Marissa, we're going to the nation's capital, the Ottawa Senators. So much promise. I don't know if there was anybody that had more hope for the Ottawa Senators last season than myself. I thought that they were really going to serve notice that they were going to be in the playoffs and be a team to be reckoned with. Well, that wasn't the case. But when you look at now where their team is at, new ownership, new manager, new coach, what it should be about for the Ottawa Senators is no excuses. But you start to look at where their team is. A lot of really good young players, drafted high, being afforded really good contracts, long-term contracts that give them security and represent not only what they've accomplished, but certainly what their promise is. But what is that promise? Where do they find themselves with respect to competing in the Eastern Conference, specifically in the Atlantic? And a lot of young players that haven't experienced winning at the National Hockey League level really haven't even come close to it. And when you consider the Buffalo Sabres, who have missed the playoffs for 13 consecutive seasons, they had a lot of promising young players. They gave players really good contracts and with the promise, and nothing's happened for 13 seasons in Buffalo. And what the Ottawa Senators have to really look at is not finding themselves in a similar spot. It's great to believe in young players. It's great to believe in your core. I think the Ottawa Senators need more than just what's in their core. So if you're just going to look at the core and say, this is the group that can lead us there, they haven't given any indication that they're capable of doing that. And quite frankly, I think it needs to change. I think that they need to make some bold decisions that will allow them to take the steps necessary. That's not an indictment against any single player. What it is that as a group, they can't get the job done. And while there's lots of excitement in Ottawa, as there should be, I think that excitement could be dampened if there's not some significant progress, not only on the ice, but also in showing that you're going to make moves, that we're not going to accept where we've been, and we're not going to sit here in a hope and prayer mode that things will change.
Dang, Craig, he's nothing but honest. You know, like what can you expect more from Craig Button? You can't. Honesty. Craig Button, a pleasure as always. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Marissa.
Time enough, my favorite segment, and yours, We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
And we love nothing more than a great stiff arm. And this kid looks like a young Derrick Henry with all these. Okay, I felt like the first 3 could have been necessary. The last 3 were just flexing. That was just a bully move. And the guy cackling at the end was just me. Now joined by our gambling guy, Wes Chang, in person to talk some WNBA. Great to see you, Wes.
Hey, great to see you, Marissa.
Well, I mean, it is great to see you. I'm sorry, I just had a coffee, so I'm literally breathing it all over you.
Okay.
Well, let's
Let me
move
stay in
on.
frame. Let's do it one more time. Let me stay in frame. I do move a lot.
No,
Sorry.
it was good. I feel like it was good. Okay, Wes, with the Liberty win last night, they now have a commanding 2-0 series lead over Vegas. So what's the deal? Are you backing the champs?
In game 3, I'll back the champs.
Okay.
I think elimination game at home. I think they're obviously not going to get swept. I don't think that's going to happen. But that loss, I think that's it. I think that's it. Look, New York up 2-0 in a 5-game series. Like it's really tough to win 3 in a row, especially a team as good as the Liberty. But one thing I feel really confident about, whether the outcome of the series is one thing or not, I think there's one prop I really like. I like Asia Wilson, who is the world's best player. Not Caitlin Clark, okay? Asia Wilson, world's best player. I think you take the over on her assists. If you look at how the Liberty have defended her these first 2 games, they are throwing everything plus the kitchen sink at her. They're trying to get the ball out of her hands. It's worked. They won the first 2 games. They're going to continue trying that until it doesn't work. I think Asia Wilson, she's going to keep seeing these spots, get dimes out, and that's a prop I think it's the best one to go after in this game 3.
Listen, I'll hit it, but you know what else we need to hit right now, buddy? It's free lunch day, okay? You know what's happening out there, so we got to go get some of that. You with me?
Absolutely, you know what it is.
But before we hit that free lunch, we got to let you know that the WNBA playoffs continue this Friday on TSN. First, it's the Lynx and Sens 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Then after that, it's Game 3 between the Liberty and Aces. Okay, so what are you hoping for in the lunch spread?
All the meat.
Oh,
All the meats.
I'm just there for the chips. That was a good lunch. Yes, lunch is better when it's free, but you will see every detail in Roberto on the go, I'm sure. But let's switch gears and talk some sailing. As there was a lot of uncertainty heading into the season with the future of the Canadian Sail GP team. Well, it's official, the team has been acquired by Canadian biotech engineer Dr. Greg Bailey, securing their place on the start line in season 5. And that wasn't the only big news, as double Olympic gold medalist Giles Scott will be the new driver for the Canadian team. Giles was born in the UK but does have Canadian citizenship and was actually introduced to sailing on the Ottawa River. And just like that, I'm back outside. Every year, the TSN Fall Classic is one of the most fun days. But don't take my word for it. Let's relive the day with this edition of Roberto on the Go. To be honest, it doesn't really matter what's happening. If there's a dog at the office, it's going to be the best day ever. The team is locked in and ready, but are there opponents?
They say we're going to be Team Green.
Yes.
And then they show up in t-shirts.
We've already got bar down team members winning door prizes.
I specifically asked for it to be rigged and nobody rigged it.
Eric's so cheesed he didn't win that tailor-made bag. I'm just happy about the free snacks. Anyway, I heard Sam Glisserman got 2 winning goals.
Hold on. I got 2 game-winning goals, not just 2 goals, okay? I gotta throw that one out there. 2 game-winning goals. We gotta buy first seed. Moving on right now.
Bardown's first finals appearance.
I'm on the IR. Hurt my ankle last night.
It's Bardown versus professionals like Cheryl Pounder. And we got the Paisan over here keeping things fair.
I realized we had a team mascot.
We have a team mascot. He's Italian too, if that helps.
And it could have been Papi Enzo being a lucky charm, or maybe it was Cam and Ned, or maybe it was just Eric's new dad energy.
We won! Good game, good game.
So congratulations to 2024 TSN Fall Classic champions. Bar down.
We're here. We were out here.
Sidney Crosby did pretty much nothing all of the 2010 Olympics.
Yeah.
That gold medal game, he was pretty much invisible, but it doesn't matter because you only remember 1 goal, and that's the one that gets the trophy above your head.
That's it for me today. We'll see you back in North Eastern, no Pacific. Have a good one.